Next term is tokens. A token is the smallest element of a program that is meaningful to the compiler. So tokens can be classified as number 1, keywords. Keywords are predefined or reserved words in a programming language. So each keyword is meant to perform a specific function in a program. Since keywords are referred names for a compiler, they can't be used as variable names because by doing so, we are trying to assign a new meaning to the keyword, which is not allowed. So, whenever you use a variable, you don't use the keywords. You cannot redefine keywords. However, you can specify text to be substituted by keywords before compilation by using C++ preprocessor directive. Now users remember that you don't use keywords name as a variable name, and in C++ there are 63 keywords, and keywords are also known as reserved words. Next token is identifiers. Identifiers are used as the general terminology or general names for variables, functions, or other objects like arrays and strings. These are user-defined names consisting of different letters and digits. So there are some rules for defining identifiers, and you cannot use keywords as identifiers because I have already told you that reserved words have some special meaning, so those words we cannot use. So there are some rules for defining or for naming the identifiers. Number 1 is they must begin with a letter. Whenever you give or define a name to a variable or a function, always start with a letter. Do not use or do not start with a digit or number. Number 2 is they must consist of only letters, digits, or underscore. So you can write name, age, any variable name with letters, digit, or underscore, but you don't start with any numbers. In between the letters you can use digits, or at last you can, or in the last place you can use the digits. Number 3 is it should not be a keywords. Yes, keywords you cannot use as a variable name. Number 4 is do not use dot in any name. Dot is an operator in a C++ programming language. So you cannot use, say, roll number. In number no dot, you don't use those type of names. You can use no only, or you can use no underscore like that, but you do not use, or you cannot use dot, no dot. So these are some basic rules. There are other rules also, but I have specified here only these 4 rules. So whenever you start to write the programs, you have to define the variable names, and that time you must follow these rules. Third token is constants. The name defines the meaning itself only. Constants are also like normal variables, but only difference is their values cannot be modified by the program once they are defined. And also constants refer to a fixed value. They are also called as literals. So the difference between constants and variables that the value of the variable can be changed during the program. But once you define the value to a constant variable, then that value cannot be changed. For example, you know I think the pi value is always fixed, so you can take pi as a constant variable. Like that, we can define different variables as constant variable. Okay.